What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy right here with another one. My man, stop. When do you sleep? When did you say take a break? Ever since you hit number one, you've been acting mad asshole-ish, man. Calm down. My man ran Eden? Eden? Like Adam and Eve? Alright. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it, man. Fuck. I took 13 aspirins and smoked a J. So I'm feeling kind of spacey right now. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Federico, excuse the fuck out of me. You already got the beat. I ain't gotta tell you shit. It's 8 minutes long. Oh. I apologize in advance, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I apologize in advance. Red, my brother from another mother, from another color, did I say color twice? Them aspirins, man, I'm telling you. Red, my brother, it is on you. Let's fucking go.
Let me tell you a story as old.
Let me tell you a story. 8 minute long. What did I? Of course, it was gonna be a story. It's no fucking story. This is a movie. Now we got that out the way. I got a new machine to hit my, and it burns it a lot more. Something new that's coming out, 2024. Alright, my guy. I'm with you. We together. Let's go.
Let me tell you a story as old as time. The story of Adam and Eve. It starts with a God who wanted more. God had just created the heavens and the earth. He had the angels by his side, but they had no will of their own, and so the autonomy to love or reject him was never theirs. All but for one, the once called bringer of light, Lucifer, morning star. Lucifer was the fairest and most intelligent of all the angels. He was the closest thing to God's image.
What in the Zelda is going on right now? What are we talking about, bro? He's legitimately telling you the story right now. But look at how he eased into it though. This subject is very, very touchy for a lot of people because a lot of people don't believe in what a lot of people believe in. Yeah. I said as long as you believe in something, man. As long as you believe in something. Because no matter what you believe in, the end result is the same. We all looking for paradise at the end of the day. We want to push our religion, and we want to be very religious in our lives and in every aspect of our lives in order for us to walk that right line to go to paradise when we die. That's the main goal. So you could phrase it however you want. You could come up with every story in the world and put it into that Bible. As long as you believe in something. Because we are all, at the end of the day, looking for the same shit. You see, the devil works in mysterious ways, ladies and gentlemen. The devil's not going to tell you he's the devil. The devil's going to tell you he's your best friend. Put your faith in God and understand that you also have to be precaution to what you see. He said that the angels up there, they had no choice. The angels had no choice but to believe in him. They see that man every day. So they have to follow, they have to love, they have to care. He didn't give us that option. I take it like it's a video game. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make humans. And I'm gonna put them in all parts of the world, have different type of beliefs, and have free will, and they could do and believe in whatever they want. And let's see how many really love me when I give them the choice not to. And I'm gonna throw a little wrench in the whole situation. There goes the devil. I'm gonna throw something in there real quick. Let me see what happens. So it's always got to be an opposite of something. I'm gonna have another angel to have somewhat of power control around what happens in this world. I'm gonna have something to deter them away from me. I'm gonna make that hard. I'm gonna make people stress. I'm gonna make people have depression. I'm gonna make people have addictions. It's just situations and pushing this way and pushing that way. And let's see who really loves me for me and not for what I could do for them. Right? So it's all a game. It's all a test of love. He's giving you the answers dead in your face. It's really not that hard to understand what he wants from us. But we rather fight each other than talk to our God and put it in his hands. 33 seconds into the song, ladies and gentlemen. It's already an 8-minute video. What do you think is going to happen? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. We'll have this conversation. I don't care if this video is an hour long. Nah, we're going to have this conversation, bro.
Was the fairest and most intelligent of all the angels. He was the closest thing to God's image, and in his likeliness, Lucifer felt restless. He began to question and doubt God. He doubted the hierarchy opposed upon him. He felt God was arrogant. In his frustration, Lucifer built a throne that stood even above God's and declared mutiny. A war ensued. God, being all-powerful, came out the victor and banished Lucifer from the heavens and exiled him to earth. Once again, God was alone with his power. Perhaps from loneliness, perhaps from curiosity, perhaps from a desire to share love, God began to work on his greatest project yet, a being that would mirror himself, the human.
Nigga, that looks like Jamal. Like, hold on, man. We had dreads. I knew my nigga Adam had some dreads. Why he modeling like he... Is that the original pose of man? A Calvin Klein model? Let me find out. My man made Adam look like an OG, triple OG. Okay.
God began to work on his greatest project yet, a being that would mirror himself, the human, two humans specifically, Adam and Eve. They were placed inside a paradise built for them on earth.
See, I'm liking how he sounded like he sounded like a heavenly voice, and then in certain parts, it's like Lucifer is also talking with a demon voice. And I see everything. Yo, Eve, shorty look fire.
Adam and Eve. They were placed inside a paradise built for them on earth,
right.
The Garden of Eden. In the garden, God placed a tree that bared fruit that would grant anyone who ate it powers bestowed only to a God, to tell good from evil, left from right, to live righteously or to sin. He named this the tree of knowledge.
Right.
God told Adam and Eve they could eat whatever they wanted in the garden, but never the fruit from the tree of knowledge. And if they disobeyed him, it would be punishable by death.
Right.
The basic way the story of Eden is told is that Eve was tempted by Lucifer in the form of a serpent to eat a fruit from the tree of knowledge.
Asshole.
Convinced, she bit the fruit.
See? When we tell you not to do something, don't do it. You let the emotions take over you, you want to go eat apples. Cool. Now look what happened. I think the problem is they didn't have public subs. If you're from Florida, public subs. If they had that, if you had just one stand and an Indian dude just selling them bitches out of that motherfucker, they would have been straight. You know what I'm loving about this is that this is good knowledge even for if you're trying to raise your kid to to believe in God and be a church going person and stuff like that. This right here is for like the modern time because he's got this video game thing going on. So it's attracting the kids, the younger ones out here. So it'll be most likely something that they'll probably watch just because the old school Nintendo look. But if you try and raise your kid that way, if you want them, to follow suit and be, Catholic, Christian, whatever. It's Catholic and Christian is the same thing. To me, it's the same thing. But people say that it's not. I don't know. But this is good for the kids. The kids can watch this and actually learn something from it. Like, cause you go get yourself a random kid in the mall and ask him if he knows the story about Adam and Eve. And I almost guarantee that he's gonna say, do they got an OnlyFans? Fuck out of here. See, I can't teach kids shit. It's gonna be a very, very bad conversation that I have with these goddamn kids.
To eat a fruit from the tree of knowledge. Convinced, she bit the fruit. She passed it to Adam and he did the same. Suddenly, ultimate knowledge filled their minds and they realized they were naked and felt shame. God discovered this betrayal and felt angered. He exiled Adam and Eve and cursed them with the life of a mortal. They would work, they would bear children, and they would die. The fate of a human. Now look deeper.
In the story, the serpent tempted me by telling me I would gain ultimate knowledge and that God would spare me.
Both were true.
This wasn't some great deception, meaning that Satan, in the likeliness of God, perhaps understood his intentions. In fact,
the only lie uttered in the
Garden of Eden was
by God, who did not end up
condemning
Adam and Eve to
death.
This could be seen as an act of
mercy, but the sheer fact that the tree existed and that humans
were initially cut off from this knowledge
may imply some part of God was afraid that if humans were granted the gift of perception, they, like Lucifer, would have the power to reject him too. The fact that there stood a beautiful tree that could
grant this knowledge in the first place
implies that a small part of God.
All right, I'm gonna say something real quick right now. What the fuck's going on? The changing of the voices is fucking me up right now, bro. Hold on, dog. I think I smoked too much. I almost fell into that circle. That little thing they were like that. I almost ate the laptop. I swear to God, I almost did. By the way, right now I'm in the workings. I decided fuck this laptop life because I'm not with it. My man's, he builds computers. So I said, yo, I need you to build me something like a gaming computer because I know it's faster and all that other stuff. And he's like, I got you. So we working on that. Thanks to the donos out there, I'm able to actually go and pay him to go and build me my computer. So I can't wait for that to happen because Jesus Christ, this laptop sucks. And shout out to Miss Aline. Shout out to everybody that supports the page. And for Miss Aline, she hooked me up so I can make this happen. So appreciate you. You the shit.
Garden of Eden was
By God, who did not end up
condemning
Adam and Eve to
death.
This could be seen as an act of
Mercy, but the sheer fact that the tree existed and that humans
were initially cut off from this knowledge.
may imply some part of God was afraid that if humans were granted the gift of perception, they, like Lucifer, would have the power to reject him.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about him being afraid they're gonna reject him. I just think he's trying to figure out who's the ones. Who's like the next, like, hey, I rock with him. Tell him to come through. Bow. But you know what I'm saying? Like, look, you could swing the story however way you want. There's people who don't even believe that story even is real. There's people that don't believe that even happened. There's people that believe in science and 100%, nothing else. And I could see it in their part why they would do that, because it's something that you could that is a fact. Like, this is something that, yes, if you put this element and this element together, you're gonna get herpes. Or whatever. The herpes is the first thing that came to my head. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that is the fact. That's something that you can actually do yourself. If you go to school and get the grades and learn and do all that shit, you can actually do it yourself. So that's why it's easier for us as humans to believe something that is a fact. To have faith takes a lot of strength within you. To release all your problems into something that you guys think it's nothing. Which is cool. I could see why. I'm not dumb. I could see it in your way, of course. But to come and say that just because you don't have faith, you rather live on fact, that I'm crazy? You know what I hate about like atheists? And not all of them. Not all of them are like this. I know a lot of atheists. Myself personally, I know a lot of atheists, and they're not the ones that are gonna. They're not even gonna bring up the subject because they don't even want to talk about it because it's nothing to talk about in their eyes. It's nothing to talk about. But they're the ones that come out and start talking that like bantering and fucking like going crazy. And I'm like, bro, relax. Believe in what you want. He made man. And he pretty much gave us the tools to learn how to do all this shit. To give you the option to not believe in God. Because of fact. This is faith. I know that there's things that's happened in my life, personally, in my life, that I cannot explain how that happened. It was a complete mystery. Like, what? When you are truly in need, he will provide. As long as you're doing your part. I feel comfortable knowing that when I go, that I've done enough good in this world that I know that I'm only going to one place. That's what I believe in. Don't judge me for that. Because you don't believe in it, because I'm not judging you. I don't care. but I do. I respect and I care enough of other people's beliefs because that's their right. That's their right. Their human right to be that way. Why would I want to take that away from you? You do what you got to do. I'm not trying to get nobody to come to my side at all. I'm good where I'm at. But there's things in this world that happens that in time and history that's happened that no one can explain. And then atheists and Scientologists and whatever, whoever that doesn't believe that there is a God, they start trying to say that it's like a once in a lifetime thing that will never happen again. Scientifically, there's no proof that this will ever happen again. But then it happens 20 more times. And then they just go into something else. So it's cool for the ones that think that we're crazy. But at the same time, I'ma still love you. If you need me, I got you. I just say respect what I believe in. Just like the way that I respect the way you believe in. I can understand it. I can see it in both ways. You know what makes me do that? You know what made me do that? And I could tell you the moment that I said, you know what? This is the way that it's supposed to be. When I had two of my boys, like my bestest friends in the world, my first encounter of them two going at it with each other, like fighting, for like fist fighting. So now I'm in a position, this is the first time that I was ever in a position where I'm like, I don't know if I should go with this my boy here, have his back, or have this guy's back. So I was split. This fight stopped. I talked to him. Yo, what happened? Ba-da-da. Okay, cool. Went to him. What happened? Da-da-da. I heard both stories, found that there was one part that didn't make any sense from both sides. And it was a complete miscommunication, and that was it. So then from that point on, I said, I have to be objective and think about it in both ways in order for it to make sense to me. I believe if we just fix that about the whole world, I wholeheartedly believe 9% of fights and war and crap like that is a misunderstanding. Not like war, but like warring each other as humans, as just regular working people that are going war with each other and stuff. It's because of half communication and the other half is clout. They just want to do it for the views and whatever. But leave us alone. We good. But I know we got some crazy ones on our side. I know. They think that they could change you guys' mind. I love you enough where I respect you enough where I'm not going to try to change your mind. I just pray for you and I wish you well. I wish you the most success in anything that you want to do. And I love you. That's all. Bitch nigga.
May imply some part of God was afraid that if humans were granted the gift of perception, they, like Lucifer, would have the power to reject him too. The fact that there stood a beautiful tree that could
grant this knowledge in the first place
implies that a small part of
God, supposedly all-knowing,
perhaps wanted and intended
the humans to bite too.
In the Bible, Satan was an exiled angel of free will Humans are exiled
descendants of Adam and Eve,
also with free will. Not only have we shared a similar fate to the devil, we were also both constructed in the
were
image of
also
our
both
Creator,
constructed in the image of our Creator.
meaning our behaviors, in some shape or form, imperfectly echo His.
We could assume that this kind of
God has his doubts,
But
but as the most
powerful
Being in the universe
he has no one above him
to turn to with questions, and no one to
Doubt but himself, an incredibly lonely and isolating existence.
We must only assume that the common thread between God, Lucifer, and us is the desire for more, an eternal curiosity, a desire perhaps birthed from a seed of loneliness. If not, why would we exist in the first place? The constantly looping, bittersweet irony is whether gifted by some omnipotent God or simply a byproduct of billions of years of evolution, here we stand, in 2023, as creatures with free will, the only creatures that understand and define good from bad, creatures with the potential of a God. And what do we do with that free will, my friends? We willingly walk to the edge of a cliff. In the name of progress, we jump off the precipice. The empires we build ravage the earth. The natural order of things are necessary to survive. Any systems which do not honor homeostasis eventually perish. Our free will overrides our own biological instinct. We can take more than we...
Yo, for 2 seconds, I ain't gonna lie to you. For 2 seconds, I thought I was listening to one of those brainwashing things. Cause like right now, I wanted to punch like 13 of those whales that I saw right in the snout. I really did want to do that. What do we do? He asked a question. What do we do with it? With our free will, what do we do? I wholeheartedly believe, and I'm putting all religions in one bubble. I wholeheartedly believe that all religion outnumbers the people that don't believe that there's a God. So we kind of run, people with religion run the world. The question is why? The seven deadly sins makes nothing but sense. Because everything that's on that list is what's causing the fuckery that's going on in the world right now. You want to see the seven deadly sins? Open up your Instagram. It's there. It's all there. We know this. We understand that. It makes sense to us. Yes. Why do we keep on doing it? It's like what I said. You know why I'm not really a big social media head like that, and I don't really do it like that, like I'm supposed to do it, because I don't want to fall into that world. That's a completely different world than what I'm doing here. That's different. I stay away from all of it, and I go over here. So most of the shit that I see doesn't bother me, or I don't care about to even research it. Because it's dumb. Like, why am I going to waste my time doing that when I could use my time wisely and do this and spend time with the family? I literally am so happy that from Monday to Sunday, every hour of my life is accounted for. I'm too busy to get into all that bullshit. I keep to myself, I keep to my God, and that's all that you got to do. But we won't, because it's entertainment. It makes us feel a way. Anything that's going to make our body, soul, mind pleased, that's what we're going for. That's what we're attacking. That's what we're gonna get. That's what we want. But the things that is too hard to believe or too hard to do, and no, I'd rather just not do it this way and I'll be good. And yeah, and I'm not saying that like all these atheists and people that don't believe that there's a God. I'm not saying that these people are like, these are hardworking people. These just like us. We're the same shit. So when it comes to the whole religion wars that we have, you believe in what you believe in. I believe in what I believe in. But at the end of the day, we're made from the same skin, bone, organs, flesh. We're made from the same thing. It's absolutely pointless because you want more because of money and war because of religion and all this shit that's going on in the world. All of it. With the amount of energy that we have used to do all this, we could have used that energy to build for us. How much money do you think in this whole entire world goes to bullshit? In the trillions, maybe? Imagine you use those trillions to build better schools or better roads or pay people more money. Or do all that. You know how much you could do saving all the bullshit that you do? Save all that money and use it in a positive way so everybody could win? No, because it's a competition in your mind. The only competition that I have with you is that I want to make it to heaven. You do what you want to do. That's the difference. Come to me with that bullshit, man.
Our free will overrides our own biological instinct. We can take more than we eat. We can kill more than we need. We can willingly create weapons with the potential to burn everything we've built to the ground. We willingly decide to bow at the altar of greed, the most insidious and destructive of all sins. We put our
Absolutely. Greed works for everything. Greed matches up with everything. Greed and lust. You want to fuck all the time. Greed and gluttony. I'm gonna go eat in fancy places, spend all this money and just eat. And I could cook. I could grow my own shit, and I could cook. I could do this, and I could go to the meat market, get some fresh ass cuts, and you know, do what I do. But it's quicker if I go to McDonald's and get a number 2. Greed goes to anything. Whatever makes you feel happy. That's being greedy. The worst sin of them all. Because it activates every other sin.
the most insidious and destructive of all sins. We put our faith in corporations who pose as rulers. We willingly allow ourselves to be led by outdated power systems ran by corrupted politicians.
Outdated power systems. See how smart this fucking kid is? Or man, I'm sorry, bro. I forgot. You of age. Why was that? Why are we still running this shit like we back in 1890, nigga? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Update that resume, nigga. Come on, son. Shout out to Trump. I see you, Trump, in the corner over there, looking like you about to smack that Chinese nigga. Go ahead.
To be led by outdated power systems ran by corrupted politicians and bloated dictators who claim domain and dominion over an open and free land. We willingly elect the corrupted when the decision was always ours to build something better. We willingly create and impose separation because of beliefs that we are force-fed through our phones and television sets. We always had the will to reject these things, but we adhere to them as though they were the laws of physics.
And you see the way you see it, people might say, and I got your back, Ren. I got your back, because I already know what people might say about that shit. Because when you do a song about religion and he's getting into politics, he's getting into everything. When you have a song this fucking strong on everything that's going on in this world, you going to get a hater or two in the comment section, and I got you. They're gonna say this. Watch what he said. Watch. I'm gonna bring it back so everybody can be on the same page. Go ahead.
As rulers, we willingly allow ourselves to be led by outdated power systems, ran by corrupted politicians and bloated dictators who claim domain and dominion over an open and free land. We willingly elect the corrupted when the decision was always ours to build something better. We willingly...
Hold on, I missed it. I think I have to go a little bit more back. I want to make this point.
We can willingly create weapons with the potential to burn everything we've built to the ground. We willingly decide to bow at the altar of greed, the most insidious and destructive of all sins. We put our faith in corporations who pose as rulers. We willingly allow ourselves to be led by outdated power systems, ran by corrupted politicians and bloated dictators.
Where is it? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna
necessary
find it.
To survive.
Because it's the part where he said about our phones, and I want to make a point.
Any systems which do not honor homeostasis eventually perish. Our free will overrides our own biological instinct. We can take more than we eat. We can kill more than we need. We can willingly create weapons with the potential to burn everything.
We kill more than we need to. That is an absolute fact. That is absolute. You know, I'm so pissed because down the street from my house, there was a cow farm thing over there. And I love going to Walmart because it's a long stretch. So I like going there because it's all country, smells good, you like fresh air. It's like away from the city. So I just like going down there. And now they took that shit down. They built a fucking Aldi's. Fuck out of here.
Ill more than we need. We can willingly create weapons with the potential to burn everything we've built to the ground. We willingly decide to bow at the altar of greed, the most insidious and destructive of all sins. We put our faith in corporations who pose as rulers. We willingly allow ourselves to be led by outdated power systems, ran by corrupted politicians and bloated dictators who claim domain and dominion over an open and free land. We willingly elect the corrupted when the decision was always ours to build something better. We willingly create and impose separation because of beliefs that we are force-fed through our phones and television.
There you go. Now a hater's gonna go to his comment section and say, you're talking about people using phones and being all up on Instagram and all up on YouTube and da-da-da, and you doing this. And though what I have to say, I got you, Red. What I have to say is, he's got to get to you some way, right? If this is the only way that he can get to you, this is how he's going to do it. To get the point across. That's all. We willingly do this shit. We can just not do it. We can. You know why I hate about social media? You can take a person, and that person could be probably the smartest person in the fucking world. Right? Intelligent. But he was kind of a loner. He was kind of, he was not popular. Girls really didn't want to go out with him. Or women didn't want to go out with him. He works a menial job. He's just normal. Nothing really crazy to talk about. And he does one video that for some reason, something he did or said made it viral. And now everyone's going to know him off of that one clip. So he doesn't want to show he's smart because now this is his niche. So you have to be this character for the rest of your career. And why do you do it? Why do some of these people hide their smarts? Because they want to be acting a fool on Instagram and on YouTube. Why? Because they getting the money, they getting the fame, they getting the girls, they getting the dudes. The cars, the houses, they getting everything they ever, never in their million years they thought they will ever get. It's about me, 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 me. God gave you smarts for a reason. So if this never existed, that could have been another scientist that we need. Maybe you got the know-how to find the cure for cancer or whatever, or AIDS, whatever disease. You could have been the one, but you took the other road because it's me, 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 me. So, since that's the world you living in, that's how I'm gonna get in contact with you. It's pointless to call anybody 1-800-COLLECT right now, right? Exactly. It's pointless to try to just do our own thing so you guys can take over because you're tapping into what people desire in their heart. Some people desire in their hearts. So we gotta fight back one way or another. So I need you to fucking take that shit back, what you said, and go slap your mother. Because this is not what we're doing right now. You're talking to a PhD scholar.
Willingly create and impose separation because of beliefs that we are force-fed through our phones and television sets. We always had the will to reject these things, but we adhere to them as though they were the laws of physics. War, famine, pestilence, greed, these aren't things imposed upon us by an all-powerful God or by his demonic adversary. They are here because of us, not because of free will.
That's a fact. Stop talking to them in that type of way. What the fuck was that? We did this. Oh God, why did you do this to me? He didn't do nothing. Free. Say it with me. Sound it out. Free will. You did that. To yourself. And to your mother. Nobody can take blame for shit no more. Not one person can take blame for shit because then your stock goes down, brother. The contracts stop coming. Yeah. I just know that there's so many smart people out there that is just acting a fool, and if they just just calm down for a little bit and like go back to what you're good at. That's not what you're good at. Making yourself look like an idiot on camera. It's not. See, I could say that because I could act like an idiot. I could be real. I could do whatever I want because this is just me. I'm gonna be this way no matter where I'm at. So I'm good. I got my flaws. I got my issues myself. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect here in this situation. None of us are. But stop blaming God or blaming the devil for your choice that you made in your life. That's a cop-out.
Adversary. They are here because of us, not because of free will, but because of our inability to use it.
Right.
We must be motivated to be better, not out of fear of punishment of an eternal damnation, but because the choice exists, because we love ourselves, because we have the power to absolve ourselves of so much unnecessary suffering. Take a second to be in this very moment. In this moment, how much suffering is happening all over the planet right now? How many people are dying of illnesses that could have easily been cured, but aren't because of the selfishness and greediness of humanity? How many people break their backs and reject their own passions to simply afford bills and food? How many of us crave distraction from existence? How many of us numb that pain in whatever way necessary? How many children are being abused? How many people sleep cold and hungry on the streets? How many of us become cogs inside a machine that is destroying itself? How many soldiers have been forced to fight in meaningless wars? How many humans have killed for ideals they don't believe in or understand? How many people have died for the greed of another man? And how much of this was avoidable? As written in the Bible, Satan was not condemned to hell. Satan was condemned to earth. He lives there amongst other creatures with free will, who always had the choice and still chose their own undoing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our self-made hell. The bittersweet irony is this is a creation of our own design. I'll leave you with this. Consider what you have done here today. You have worked together as individuals collaborating to form a giant neural network, a hive mind capable of achieving incredible things. We have lent on each other's strengths to solve puzzles and decipher riddles, and we've done so to win money. Imagine applying that same spirit and determination to creating the closest thing we have to paradise here on Earth. By using the power of collaboration, we can work together to even the playing field for everybody. Our dystopias can become utopias. Our Jahannams can become Jannah. Our hells can become heaven, right here on Earth. And this sentiment applies to atheists, agnostics, and believers alike.
Facts.
Myself, I'm an agnostic who believes. I believe in us. We must do better because we can choose to. We must be better.
Wow.
Simply because the option exists. Thank you.
Wow. Fucking wow. When I tell you that this man, protect Ren at all cost. You hear me? No, you have to. He has to have security around him 24/7. That man said, "I don't even have to rap." He made a very good point. God did not send the devil to hell. He sent the devil to earth. We all have a little bit of that in us to become that. Because we're just like the devil. The devil had free will. So do we. And he's here with us. And what do we do? We're falling right into it. Because of the 7 sins. Because of our free will. To choose to. No matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter. It's more deeper than that. This right here needs to be, I don't know, bro. This is crazy. He pretty much is saying exactly what I feel. I just don't know how to explain it in that precise, accurate way. All the money and all the people we sacrifice for a war to benefit somebody in somebody's pockets. All this crap that we're doing in this whole entire world right now, 2023. But it's more entertaining to fight though, right? It's more entertaining to everybody to go out there and make yourself look like a fucking idiot. That's more entertaining. And since people see, oh look, there's another clown. Let me go give him this much money to put him in a position where he can just be a clown full time. Let's do it. And all we have to do is just work together. We're here, and we need to make our own. I like to believe in we need to make our own heaven. We need to make it with each other. Why are we waiting to see if we go to heaven or not? Why don't we make this our heaven? So like that, we live such a great life that when we die, it doesn't matter where we go. I'm more sad that I'm leaving. I love Ren to the point that I hate him. Like a couple. Ren, I was supposed to do mad videos tonight. And you came with this doozy. And we're almost an hour into this video. So I like to say, give me a second.
Must be better simply because the option exists. Thank you.
Because the option exists, you fuckers. Why did you choose? Why choose that option? Choose this option. What we talking about? Why can't atheists and Catholics and Muslims and Scientology just and all these people? Why can't we all just love each other and just do what we do and just be happy? Why fight about anything? Let's help each other out. Let's help each other out. How about we try to do this in 2024? And this is going to be a crazy idea. Crazy. It's out of this world. Why don't we all... Why don't, like, the people that control all this shit, why don't they put a whole, like a whole reset? And like a Sims game, and we come out and we all have perfect credit scores. Like we wake up 2024 January 1st. Oh, check our credit karma. 10 million is your credit score. Everybody got $13 billion in their bank account. Everybody. Everybody, that's how we wake up. Or money doesn't even exist. How about that? Money doesn't even exist. It's a favor for a favor. That's what we doing. Those are the rules. You get whatever you want. No money exchange. No none of that. Income tax, what is that? You know how many people, if you put that in a poll, would say, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this. You don't know how to do it right. That's the best way that I could put it. You don't know how to do it right. That's all. But we're resilient people and we can learn from each other. We can help each other grow. We can love each other. Because obviously doing it the way that we've been doing it hasn't been working. So how about we try it the other way? There's always another option. But we tend to shoo it away. I don't want to do that. Be nice to him. He stepped on my Timbs. Get the fuck out of here. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anything else? There you go. That's the pick. I can't believe I did not see that was a pick before. That's crazy. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. 56 minutes in. I love you guys, and I really hope I didn't offend anybody. I really hope that I didn't. But at the same time, if I did, it is what it is, bro. What the fuck you want me to do about it? These are what I believe in. This is my point of view. This is what I believe and what the conversation was about. So, come on. Stop. It's stupid. Let's love each other a little bit more. How about that? Can't do it, huh? Okay. I love all of you, though. Like, comment, subscribe, do all of that. Ren, once again, you blew the top off this fucking garage, my brother. I love you, and I love yous. And I'm going to talk to you guys in a minute. I got more coming. Peace.